Good everyone, I'm this video, and today we have a sub request by Silicon Avatar for the F4U-4B. I don't really play this thing, just to set it off the bat. Main reason for that is because this plane is commonly affiliated with a few stat padders, so I don't tend to play it. As a result, when I took it out the other day, I actually got called a stat pad, and I also got called a runway strafer. Yep, the guy was circling his airfield, but oh well. And I've not really, shall we say, played this plane much. I mean, I played the French F4U-7 more than I did this thing, and they're kind of the same plane anyway. I mean, the F4U-7 has the snebs and stuff like that, but I never really got along with these late model Corsairs. I'm not really sure why, um, but I just didn't like them that much. I mean, sure, they were good planes. I'm not saying they're a bad plane. If anything, the F4U-4B is one of the best 5.7 props out there. And if anything, this thing should actually go up in BR and not be 5.7. This thing could easily sit at 6.0. But I just don't play them, unfortunately. I mean, the highest Corsair that I played recently was the F2G, which you saw a video on that. And personally, I prefer the F2G. That's just me, but even so, we're gonna do the sub request anyway because, well, I'm not just gonna deny a sub request just because I don't particularly like the plane all that much. So the F4U-4B and me, as I've already said, have not got the best relationship, shall we say. Um, but it's perfectly adequate. I mean, it's a very good plane. It's got great climb, good maneuverability, great speed, and well, it is a bit of a chunky boy. But it gets the job done, especially when you've got four A&M3 cannons. Now, I do have two other sub requests to do. You'll see those later in the week because I have to get them done because you've been waiting a little bit, so apologies for that. But of course, don't forget, after that point, no more sub requests for just a little bit. Anyway, how about we get cracking? Now, I will warn you about the aiming department. This is another one of those days because it's been a couple of days since the Kai 61 that I did. Well, a couple of days recording wise. You'll be seeing these on the same day, you get my point. But let's just say this is, or let's just say Joe's a little sleepy. So if you're looking forward to seeing some shit aim, stay tuned. But anyway, I'll see you all in the first match. And in typical fashion, 3 seconds after I say that, we get our first match. It's just typical, isn't it? Oh dear, but yeah, I am quite sleepy, so this is probably not going to end very well, but oh well. At least this should wake me up. Let's get going. What BR is this? 6-3. Okay. Fine by me. Just had to post today's video in Discord. So there you go. Well, today's I'm recording this, but you get the point. So we're probably going to see some 288s, probably some K4s, and the worst we'll see is a TA-152. Yeah, in terms of Corsairs, like I personally prefer the F2G just because I'm more used to having 50s in the wings of Corsairs, not 20mm, and these are quite high velocity. But like I say, that's just me. I'm not saying the plane is bad in any way, shape, or form. This is probably one of the best 5.7 props, which it should even be 5.7. Many people have suggested this thing go to 6.0, which, judging by the amount of stat patterns I see flying this thing, I fully agree with that. Because trust me, I've run into several stat patterns flying this thing, right? And to put it simply, like, I can understand that people want to play their own stuff and things like that, but there's a difference between playing and borderline stat padding when you're playing the same plane thousands of fucking times. This thing has no skins to unlock. They're farming bots even before the match has ended. Like, it's blatantly obvious. But, oh well. Yeah, like I was saying earlier, I'm very sleepy, so I'm probably gonna have shit shooting. I've still got to do, well, you'll see this at the end of the week, but you get my point. I've still got to do Bertie's request and Harley Barron's request. One of them is, well, Bertie's is the Firebrand, and the other one is for the 190 F8. I'm just doing them as I go along because I've got like I've set myself a deadline to get them done, because I can edit out any parts I need to and fix any issues, so that gives you an idea. But yeah, I've had bad hay fever the last few days, so that doesn't help. But oh well, I'll be fine. Looks like the team's climbing at least, but 288's are already rushing, so I'm not too bothered about those. B-24 just spawned in. We do have one more than them, but one of our F4U-4Bs has got bombs on. I don't know why. Maybe he just doesn't like playing this thing as a fighter, which, I mean, by the time this bird came out, it didn't have a whole lot to do, but I can understand why you want to cast, but at the same time, there's much better planes for that. But oh well. Yeah, as you can tell by the tone of my voice, I'm rather sleepy. I just don't feel myself because of all the shit I've had to put up with the last few weeks. But don't worry about me, I'm all good. It's just tiredness, that's all. What's that? Another 288. We'll try and bounce that on this return. How much wet we used? Around about 4 minutes of wet. So I preferably want to save that, because there's your answer why. Tier 152. Okay, Mustang's going to go for him, so I'm going to brake left. You'll notice I'm on about my WEP a lot, because in a Corsair you only get about 8 minutes, I think? Something like that. You don't get much, and you have to be very careful about it. And see, this is exactly why. Those are probably going to be A8s, judging by their air spawn. Well, judging by the fact that they're A, above me, and B, they're already in position. Okay, that wasn't so bad. That'll do. 288 down. Problem is I can't see shit, so if I get bounced, I'm screwed. This is the problem with the clouds at the minute. I literally cannot see. And I caught my mouse there, that's why the gun's fired. I think the team needs some backup here, so I'm gonna just bleed some speed off. People forget how good the Corsairs actually handle once you get them fast, like, people really do forget. If you steal that, yeah, nice try, motherfucker. Let's pull up this 288. I'm about to sneeze though. Oh, I'm glad I sneezed after I got that kill. That's kill number 3. Oh, like I say, it's allergies season, so I'm terribly sorry for that. If you don't like the fact I have hay fever, then I'm afraid that's just gonna have to be something you'll have to deal with. Okay, tier 152, do you have a kill? Yes you do, so that means I know what you are. Yeah, you're a H, okay. That's not as bad. Considering he's near the deck, that's not as bad. I'm actually quite happy it's a H at this point. Alright, weapon. Let's break inside of him. I wouldn't even bother going for a shot there, kiddo. Let's drop the flaps a little bit, just to squeeze up the turn a bit. I got a hit, but it didn't really do anything. That should, keyword, I've shredded him. Now the lower in speed we get, the better he turns, compared to me at least. But luckily, F4U-4B over there is actually providing us a bit of support, which is good. I think the 152 is going to try and outrun us, or at least try and engage one of us at a time. I think he's gone, yeah. That's your mate. Yeah, I'm not going to steal his kill. That was obviously going to be his. Just judging by the wing dip. Right, let's pull up for this 288. I'm probably not going to get a shot because, well, 288s, but I'll try for a leading shot. Nah, not even close. I'll save the rest of my web. I'm not sure how much I have left, but I know I don't have much because I've had to use it so much. Narval is farming, that's all he's really doing. I mean, he's got a kill at least, so he's not just been farming. Where's 288 going? He's going that way. That's not your runway, pal. Now, he is fast, but I can potentially catch him if I want to, but I'm probably not going to. Is he swinging back round? No, he's turning for his runway. Alright, in that case then I'll go shred his pillboxes. There's not much you can do about that. That's the thing, I'm more of a versatile plane sort of guy, so I'll fly something like this or an F2G because I just prefer versatility. Because the thing is that you're gonna have situations like this where a 288 or just in general any BR really, someone's gonna run to their runway, try and extend the match, and you need something to like get the match in your favor. And look, now he's turned back because he knows what I'm doing. Flak's coming up. Looks like the Doras are actually starting to overpower my team, so I better get over there. Let's go 10-degree climb. Just keep an eye on them. Now, we do have enough cannon to down that thing. It's a question of if we'll have enough cannon to down him and potentially two 190s. Because my team is really struggling at the minute. Even though it's a 2 versus 3, they're still struggling. Okay, that's a 1 versus 3 now. 288 is continuing. I'm not sure what the 288 is actually doing, but looks like the team is now turning it in our favour. I should be able to get a gun solution on him anyway, so that's not a concern. It's just the fact that he might drag the match, because it will take me time to catch him. That's the problem. P-51 should have that Dora. Yep, that's up like a candle. Up like a Roman candle. Right, weapon. Let's get some speed, and we can potentially pitch up for this guy. Because we need to kill this guy, because he's probably going to drag the match, because it's a 288. Let's go there. I don't want to fire too much. There we go, critical hit. Left wing, I'm not sure what we hit. She's on fire, beautiful. Looks like my aim is not so bad today. I mean, to be fair, it's a very high velocity cannon. I think it's gone out. Yeah, it's gone out. Right, let's use the remaining wet we've got. Let's catch up. It'll be a lot easier for us to catch him now because he's critical. On one side. B-24's only just started to bomb bases now, but that's good because he's going to bleed the tickets. I don't know how much cannon ammo he actually has in the back there, but I know he has a lot. Most of those white tracers are going to be the MGs, and most people run armored targets in the MGs on 288s to try and force the illusion it's got more guns than you might think. He's still going like a bat out of hell regardless, isn't he? I'll pitch up from now. No, you got me there, but I got him. That's fine. I didn't expect him to get that shot, but that's fine. That's the end of the match. I don't even care because I don't play the F4U-4B enough to care. The question is, can we keep her in the air for as long as possible? Oh God, that's not a safe maneuver, pilot. Well, I mean, at least we kind of lived. He'd have had plenty of time to bail out anyway. Not a big concern. Still, 4 grand kill, or 4 air kills, 3 grand, 1 assist. I'll take that. That was a good run. Say I'm half awake. Well, that was certainly better than I expected, but still, this is a very good plane and it's got very brutal guns, so I'm not surprised that went as well as it did. But I hope you enjoyed your request, Mr. Silicon Avatar. Um, Obviously, later in the week, you will have the other requests that are coming from 2 other users, obviously Bertie Burt and Harley Baron. So look forward to those later in the week. But anyway, I'm going to let you guys off. I hope you enjoyed today's sub request on the F4U-4B. Hope you enjoyed a half awake Joe actually aiming. Also, don't forget that. And I'll see you all on the next one.